All right, so we're going to start off talking about what a reciprocal is. So a reciprocal is just when you flip your fraction over. So it's when you flip the fraction over. And what that means is that your numerator really turns into your denominator. And that your denominator turns into your numerator. Okay, so you're flipping it around. All right, so let's find the reciprocal of this. So we want to flip this fraction upside down. So the 9 becomes, so the numerator becomes the denominator. So the 4 becomes the denominator. And the 9 now becomes the numerator. So that's the reciprocal. So you just flip-flop it around. So we flip-flop the second one, which becomes 2 over 1, which 2 over 1 is just 2. All right, so dividing is kind of in the middle. So it's not easy, it's not hard, it's just in the middle. All right, so our first step is to find the reciprocal. Find the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, so you want to find the reciprocal of the second fraction, the one that you're dividing by. And now you're going to multiply the original fraction by the reciprocal of the second. So multiply original of first fraction by the reciprocal of second fraction. And while we do that, we're going to multiply our numerators and multiply our denominators. And our last step is always simplify. So there's a little saying that makes this a little bit easier to keep in mind. And that is keep, change, flip. So KCF. Keep, change, flip. So that's keep, change, flip. What that means is we keep our first fraction, change division to multiplication, and we flip our second fraction. Okay? So just like keep, change, change, we're going to put it over top. So down here, in example 1, we're going to write keep, change, flip. So we keep this as 1. We change this to multiplication, and then we flip this fraction to 2 over 1. And remember, 1 is really 1 over 1. So now we have a multiplication problem. So now we just do 1 times 2 and 1 times 1. So it's 2 over 1 or 2. All right, so let's do another one together. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. So we keep 4/7, change to multiplication, flip this around. So we have 20 over 14 negative. Do you see any cross products? Anything we can simplify? We can't simplify 7 and 20, but we can simplify 4 and 14 by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, now we can multiply straight across. 2 times 20 is 40. 7 times 7 is 49. We have a positive divided by a negative, so my answer is negative. All right, I want you to pause and do example 3 for me. Pause and do example 3. All right, so the tricky thing here was that -2 should be over 1. And when you flip that, it becomes 1/2. Then you could do cross products and simplify. So you should have gotten -3/4. All right, let's move down to mixed numbers. The steps are pretty much the same, except the first step is to make it improper fractions. So first step, make improper fractions. Next step is keep original fraction. So keep original fraction. Change to multiplication. Flip to reciprocal of second fraction. Once you've done those steps, multiply fractions. And then last step is always simplify. All right, so we're keeping keep, change, flip, except the only difference is we have to make them improper first. So improper, remember we multiply then add. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. So we have 10/7. Keep, change, flip. Change to multiplication, flip to 10/3. Now we have nothing we can cross products or simplify. So we do 10 times 10 is 100. 7 times 3 is 21. Simplify that, and it goes 20 goes in 5 times evenly, but it's 21. So that would only go in 4 times, which would be 84. So 100 minus 84 is 16 over 21. So then that's our answer. All right. So try the next two. So try example 5 and 6 for me. All right. So make sure you change them both into mixed numbers. Into improper fractions. And that's what this 10/6 is here. And then you keep, change, flip. So you flip that 10/6 to 6/10. Then you have some cross products, and you should have gotten -1 3/5 for example 5. Example 6, make sure you change that to a -8 over 1. There's no cross products here, so you just multiply and you should get 4 4/7. All right, so down below is the homework, so get that done.